Got mine, I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo, stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, 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 check.
Yeah, well if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Well, if you're talking compensation, it's about that time, buddy. And this one should be no different. So, when a black cop kills a black man, in the aftermath of Tyree Nichols' killing, commentators seized on race of the police officer to claim his beating wasn't an instance of structural racism. The truth is much more complicated than that. Well, if that's how you want to frame it, you're wrong. It is structural racism. It is self hate. It is. I would even believe maybe even some of them cops might even be tethers. They might even be tetheristic ronies,
Real talk.
right? Because they known for hiring about they doing it in the prison system, hiring a bunch of Nigerians to be prison guards because they don't have the same camaraderie with black men. I get it.
Smells real tether scented.
It says William Green was asleep with his head back in the driver's seat of his parked car. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to hear that. And then they suspected that Green, who apparently sideswiped some car, was under the influence of a drug after they allegedly detected whiffs of PCP, the drug commonly known as angel dust, in the man's car. So you so right away, right out the bat, they got to put a little demonization on there. Just a little bit. You know he was on that angel dust now. You know he was
Let's
on that
go.
he was on that stuff. The police the police waited for the drug recognition expert, one of the officers, Prince George, County PL, Michael Owen, handcuffed Green with his hands behind his back, moving the 43-year-old father of two to the front of the police cruiser, and then strapped the passenger seat around him. Just moments later, through an eyewitness heard a struggle, followed by the sound of 7 gunshots. 6 of the bullets that Owens fired from his gun at close range struck Green on either side of the torso, killing him. Months,
Dang.
months after Owens shot Green, Minneapolis. No, months after Owens shot Green, Minneapolis police murdered George Floyd.
I thought they was gonna just keep it on the Nichols tip, and then jackpot.
George Floyd setting off national reckoning about race and police brutality. See, that's what they don't like. They gotta keep mentioning that those niggers made us do something we didn't want to do because we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to put Chauvin in jail. We did, but you guys made us do it. They made us wrecking about race and police reckoning. The reckoning. Oh, shut up. Dang, why you didn't stop practicing so much injustice? Right, right. The reckoning. With advocates and politicians alike pushing for a federal solution to police reform, a prospect which, in the wake of Tyree Nichols' death at the hands of 5 Memphis police officers last month, remains stalled. On Wednesday, the NAACP National Defense Education Fund sent a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland and Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg calling on the federal government to end funding for armed traffic stops like the ones in Nichols and Green's case. I kind of agree with that because that traffic shit ain't nothing but like a money grab. They tell you that they pulled you over, they seen you doing this, they seen you doing that, and they be lying. And they be waiting for you to admit to something or something like that. I feel like if a person ain't swerving erratically or recklessly speeding and running red lights and all that, like a little signal here. You didn't signal 200 feet before the stop sign. Man, shut up. You don't even do that. Anyway, they kind of turned me off with this article talking about Derek Chauvin now. Says Green's killers bear a stark resemblance to the strategy that the Belfield Nichols, a 29-year-old black man, almost exactly 3 years later, when the Memphis Police Department released a video on January 27th of 5 employees beating and brutalizing Nichols, who was unarmed. And some in the seized on the occasion to point out that because the officers were black, this could not be possibly have been an instance of racism. But that is not true. Of course it was. Okay. So this is a persuasive argument meant to say that it is. And they're only trying this article because they want to say that black people can be racist too. There we go. There we go.
And that's what it is. Boom, shaka, laka.
Black people can be racist too. I don't want to hear this Politico. Y'all know Politico is a white think tank. If you don't know who Politico is, so Politico is a white think tank designed to put out propaganda to sway the opinions of the masses. And this one right here is just to say, now she, when there's some other officers and they kills a black man, you could say that's racist, but when the black dudes do it, you could say that's racist too. They all racist. It's racism on both sides. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not racist. No, it's not. It's not. Good try though. And guess what? When you ingesting some bullshit, you ain't got to keep reading that. Once you figure it out, I figured it out for y'all. Or maybe look, you ain't even gotta read it. Come watch it, tap into a show like this. Let me read it for you. And it's bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit, dog. That's it. And I ain't gonna hold you. No, I ain't gonna do that. But I got some calls for you now. I need you to do a couple things. I need you to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that you too can be alerted each and every time I decide to go live. I also need you to hit that like button because that's the strike button and let them know that we're doing something in the algorithm now. And then as far as the comment, you can vomit. You can say whatever you want in that joint, man. We can go to war. I'm clapping back. You better not say nothing stupid. I'm warning you.
Boom.
And last but not least, if you want to feast, if you care, if you can't comb your hair, if you ain't been from here to there, then all you need to do is share. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And where share that? On all the platforms that we own. We own YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, and all that. Where you at now? Where you at? Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuse.
Spotify, iTunes, all that. Where you at? And this concludes another episode of Keep It P Podcast. And I have 4 words for you. It is love with the peace, God blessings, and Maloha out the Doha. For Shoha, you already know how.